tunaiwekelea bongoto. Ondokea ini jeshi ya dimaina. Masanze wanaenjoy kutuhangaisha. Mfinyo na ganja sitawaisha. Mbona nijibebesha na hii maisha. Samlena na watanga makena. Choma bunga dela. Mani yangu na denga. Bizi karibia kuna mtu wanaumia. Hata bila lugha nune wanawangaria. Wanapenda kujikongiria. Na hizi mingota fulia. Kani kidama na iwasa na naitilia. Rumas na tuko na pesa kwa nyumba tunaikamia sini. Watu mashara katujai tukilia. Niliwawona jana na wama vijana. Na kuendesha kwa kula masafi kiwaka ama kweli mazafaka. Watu tunaanza. Fanya wile sekunda na kufanya wajanja. Kaimu ndaka wanatuanua hala. Ashako shuma nyangu wasezi wanalitaka. Kanyanga peki nini pamba ya tatu. Tuko inje mazawizi na malaya. Najiulize tunafanya. Nishaipenda wanaume kanianyanya. Najiulize tunafanya. Nishaipenda wanaume kanitoka. Kabla kubwa sajidina hivi. Sindo wasema. Na kusima nitaka na kukweli. Nataka kanini ya jesu mwenye. Niko kwa bosa. Manoni sasa kwenye maza. Watu ananiweza. Labda kwa ndoto. Renja mtu na iwekelea kwa ngoto. Kabla kubwa sajidina hivi.
Good afternoon, family. Good evening. Yes, good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Karibuni to yet another beautiful episode. Right here on the video of the 21st century. This is the reaction time Tuesday, and of course we get to do this every Tuesday and Thursday. Hope your week and your month so far is amazing. Literally the year of the horse, and I hope you guys achieve everything that you're wishing for, and especially if you're working towards it, because it just can't come if you're seated there. But karibuni sana as you get to react to amazing videos today, political, marriage wise, entertainment. We're gonna be looking into everything in between on what's trending, so stay tuned till the end of the conversation. My name is Joby, the captain of the show. We have Kamlesh and Shmani in the building as well.
Wagwan, amazing people. Welcome. How we doing? What's popping? Happy Tuesday. Happy New Year. Excited to be here. The comic essay to the money plans to be locked.
Yo, it's the one and only Kamlesh right here. Amazing Tuesday. Bado mimi nateta tu jua. Yo, man. Like, yo, hapana. Ebu reduce hiyo jua. It is not about come Africa. Kuna mtu aliongeza. Mtu aliongeza hiyo jua bana.
But yeah, how you guys doing?
I'm doing amazing. I can't complain.
The third week of January. How is it so far?
Wiki ya tatu.
Yeah, traffic at it's 20, bruv. Like time is really rushing super fast.
Well,
it's crazy.
Mimi na feel nika tuko week 9. Ya Januari.
Januari imekuwa refu.
Yo, ni refu mba.
Basi Kamlesh nisikia ukisema jana Januari itakuwa mbaya kwako.
Mimi sijasema ni mbaya.
Nilikusikia.
Alisema aje?
Jana.
It doesn't feel like a January. Watu hawajasoma.
Januari itakuwa mbaya kwako. So you shouldn't be complaining.
Si mbaya, but ni refu.
Yeah.
Ni refu.
I feel like really time has gone super fast. Mostly January is it takes kinda long. So usually kinda draggy. But I feel like this is really going super fast.
Yeah. But yeah,
Shmani, how are you doing?
Mine has been fine. I can't complain. Excited for January. Excited for the year. Excited for everything. I'm a happy girl.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it up.
Period.
How are you?
I'm good. Literally super excited too about the whole year, literally, because so much into the plans, and about that so much is the way literally I'm moving so far. So I'm really excited. And stressed about my dog too, man. My dog is still not okay, so hopefully itakuwa fiti, man.
Is it getting better?
Yeah, we had to go discharge her today. She just ameenda kuchukuliwa sahi because bill imefika 20,000 ya kukaa tu hapo. So we can't keep on just having her there, and the bill is piling up. So tutakuja kuponea kwa nyumba if possible, if not a baby.
What?
That's already like 40 G's gone and just like that. It's crazy.
What?
But yeah, it's crazy. But
You look nice. I like the bohemian thing.
Thank you.
The bohemian, everything bohemian.
That's what's up. Period. Karibuni sana.
What's up with this year of the horse thing? Nasikia watu wakisema.
Last year it was the year of the snake, which was a year of revealing
Where does that
so
come
much.
from?
That's the Chinese calendar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chinese calendar mostly like elaborates a lot that should happen, what should happen maybe throughout the year, and what the year looks like. So this is a year for winning for so many people, but you have to put in so much creativity or effort into whatever you're doing for you to achieve that goal and the dream you want. This is the year actually to actualize it. I feel like that's the explanation of everything. Because last year it was about opening your eyes into so many directions, people, relationships. It was a year of like making you know and have clarity, so that this year you can have better planning as you move forward towards success.
Yeah, I agree. Last year it was like shedding. You know, when you sneak like bad stuff. Ulikuwa unaona a lot of true colors za watu and stuff, you know. So this year pia one thing is a year that is fast. Speed. Like a lot of stuff are going to happen so fast. Mostly if you're working towards them, they're going to happen like haraka on your face. Uko like, wa imekuja. So you better stay ready. Like literally.
And work for it. Don't just stay ready.
Literally.
I want to start with a very interesting conversation. The fact that we're talking about that, and then we look at someone who is.
I had a follow-up question onto that, right?
Go on.
Like, let's assume you just don't know the year of the snake or whatever, and you just keep putting in work. So, isn't this because the horoscopes are Chinese, basically, right? Isn't it almost psychological to you? Like
we've had this discussion before with you, and you said it's all psychological.
Yeah, because if you actually believe in whatever, you're almost tricking your brain into not seeing obstacles and just seeing the opportunities and actually believing like itakuja mbio. You know, because if you actually believe in something, it will happen and you're working towards it. It's almost like you're double timing it, where you're believing it and you're working towards it, so you're moving twice as fast, so it will happen fast.
I feel like it's
which is good.
To answer you, the worst thing would be you just again being reluctant, not doing anything about it, and waiting for results. Because as much as we have this prediction, so unajua ni mapasta wangapi mimi wamenipredict enda kuwa na gari by saa na sina
Pasta.
My dad used to take me to those pastors. Wale wa kuona mavitu sijui they
wanaona mavitu. Hawako mavitu.
They reveal to you how your future is gonna be like someone told me I'm gonna be driving at 25. I'm 27, goddammit.
Na bado.
I'm not seeing my car.
Ni maisha tu na kuendesha. Life just keeps riding you.
You know, but I feel like it has to go back to there's that, but also it's like a reaffirmation and kind of a guidance of not really exactly what you need to do, but being told like si kila time maisha tu ni utaingia kwa mtaro. Kuna mali siku moja utasimama kwa bridge ama you walk on a clean bridge. I don't know if it makes sense. Like this, just because right now you're going through so many hardships, it doesn't mean like hakuna time. Kuna mtu yake ilikuwa last year by the way, you know, as much as
mwenye ni nyoks mbaya. Mtu ni nyoks.
Kuna mtu aliomoka last year, alipata his first meal last year, very good job last year, and that's like literally an opening path for them in different ways. Na kuna wewe bado uko like when. I think you just have to put in more work again, connect with people, you know, be out there, put yourself
out there. Yeah.
Exactly, put yourself out, and everything is going to align. You meet the right people. Everything is just going to be way perfect. But yeah, we have this 40-year-old man who said, "Yeye asipopata mia, his life is not perfect." So there's this video I showed you yesterday when we were having the reading scripture. I showed you a glimpse of it, and I got people talking, man, because it's a guy who's 40 years old and alitisha wazazi 100 bob wakamnyima. So the fact that he was denied 100 bob, he set the parents' house ablaze. Yeah, so they're saying a 40-year-old man. A 40-year-old man in the Dunguma area, Dunguma, mbona inaitwa Dunguma? Nasema kama Sukuma.
Yo, ana Sukuma tu maisha na kamia.
A 40-year-old man in the Dunguma area of the Nyeri County, which is Kenya, reportedly set his parents' house on fire after his mother refused to give him 100 Kenyan shillings. The usual incident which occurred recently as quickly circulated on social media, and according to the local reports and social media posts, the man became angered when his mother declined his request for the small sum and subsequently set the family house ablaze. And the house actually is very, very beautiful. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful house. And the details on the extent The details on the extent of the damages or whether he has been arrested remain unclear, with early reports primarily focusing on the shocking act of its move. Now let's talk about the age shaming and you being at home at a certain age, Manzi. Like, I feel like that is something that needs to be discussed on, but at the same time I feel like we have to look at the circumstances. The question should go back to, why is a 40-year-old man still from nyumba ya mzazi wake? Like, that's one. But again, we go back to real life facts. Sometimes kuna mtu maybe utapata maybe someone was doing great, then finances or things just went vibaya. Nilikuwa kama kuna kadem kingine kalikuwa anasema budake alikuwa anaishi fit, like budake alikuwa anaendesha gari poa, they were living in a very good house. Then because hizi vitu zote amebai na amejenga, it's all under loans, zikachukuliwa zote at once. So the dad became very very depressed to the point akawafukuza kwa nyumba yake. And they were like 19, 20 and the siblings. So wakaambiwa watoke because hakuna haja wakae pamoja and the dad can provide for them. So wao ndio waanze maisha yao. So her experience and the way she was talking, she was like, actually it made her understand the points that life sometimes can be good and sometimes the direction is ichukue tu vitu zake, like it's life, you know. And I feel like it also goes back to decision making, because ukichukua loan ya 20 million na unajua tu biashara yako hizi kurudisha hata within a month, why would you be risking something like that? It goes back to decision making, literally. The choices you make are gonna have a consequence. Literally, there's always consequences of choices you make. So 40-year-old, what are you doing at your folks' house borrowing 100 bob?
Personally, venye mimi naona, I feel like at a certain point, I don't know, Kamlesh, maybe you can disagree.
As a man,
you can disagree to agree.
What would be the problem?
What I feel like happens in men, maybe I've studied, is like mwanaume akifika age fulani and things are not working for him, like he's been putting in work and stuff. Probably needs anaingia ama go 30s, unaelewa? And things are not happening the way you wish to. Probably maybe alikuwa ameplan is going to have a family, there's no family, there's no finances
to have that family.
And there's no like we've seen men, and I'm not even shaming 30 years, and it's not even the society. The men who are broke, unaelewa, at those ages, like aja figure out shit. Him na mtu ako 17 ama 22, there's no difference, unaelewa. Bado anategemea wazazi, bado anafanya nini. I feel like, and then he's looking at his peers, they've started like, unaelewa, this one has done this, so there's that frustration that they have. So imagine a man is 40, they wako na unapata, he's always angered, akotuna issues, nothing is fun about it, unaelewa. He's a hater, hating on even other, hata mtu fai kuhate. Hata tu kitu mzuri nimekuonyesha juu tuko na shida zako za pesa na za maisha, unachukia tu kila kitu. Unajua, there's that anger that they have. Is it true or false? And then I feel like what happened to this guy is amekuwa na a lot, because now you go back to what are you doing in your parents' house at 40. If this is a 30-year-old that I'm giving an example, so this man, I feel like he's frustrated with life. It's not even about the 100, because me nikiona 100 would go like me, so like calm down, it's not worth it. But for him it's not so. For him is the frustrations he has put ndani yake, vitu mingi, ako na hasira za maisha na akasema tu leo natoa kwenu. That's what I see. I see a lot of frustration in this man, a lot of anger, a lot of bad blood, a lot of negativity, a lot of just bad emotions. And he just took it out one time. Naka, because like unaweza pata pia parents wako kishafika 40, yeah, there's some that will be loving pelekea, but hata ukishikwenu at that age unajulizanga maswali kama yeah, because mwanaume akili yake ina run fast, unaelewa. He's the provider, he's the leader. If you can't do this type of stuff, unapata there is that frustration. Is it true or false?
It's true. It's very true. But as well, his actions kind of show me why he's where he is.
Okay.
Like we were saying before we got to this story, wealth creation starts mentally before you see it physically. And his mental development is so far back that he resorted to burning down an asset, okay, because he didn't get something very minute. That tells you the mentality of that particular human being in the best way possible. Like, if you are the type of person who will go burn down a house, you are not the type of person to build a house.
Literally.
Okay?
Because
Because again, he doesn't understand what it costs to build a house. Okay? To
Sasa
him,
anasema hajai kuwa na chochote kwa maisha.
amesema hivyo.
Si.
Oh yeah. Because his mentality is of poverty.
Yeah.
He's not broke, he's poor here. Okay?
mentally.
Yeah.
And physically,
Anna, so he's no, that is called being broke. Like
Yeah,
being poor is it's a
mental.
very different thing.
Yeah.
Sawa, it like hata ukaachiwa shamba yenye ni eka 100 hautajiomosha when you're poor mentally. When
How
you're
to
poor.
use it.
Yeah, hautajua. You know, and kuna mtu akona eka moja, yo, akomboka. You get so yeah, like I understand the aspect of him being frustrated and that mentality of men and wanting to be providers, but you see the mentality being showcased here says a lot about the person and why they're at home at that age. That person, and that is a failure on his parents as well.
The way they raised him as a
Exactly.
man. Yeah.
And also the way sometimes wazazi our levy went to give autonomy. You get, because you need your child to go outside and make mistakes. You don't need to control everything about them so that they never make mistakes. Okay, you need to also instill the value of self and of kujijenga, because you can basically see he doesn't understand why he needs to be outside of his parents' house at 40. That says a lot. He was never taught how to build wealth, to build himself, how to step out and take risks. He's basically being cuddled. That's why he felt entitled to 100 shillings and why he lashed out. This is basically the adult version of unanyima mtoto kitu anaenda kujitupa pale chini aumie ama kujigonganisha ukuta.
Na tukiwa watoto hiyo tabia ati sijui this don't enda kujigonganisha sijui ndio wapate more attention.
Now this is that but adult version of it.
This is crazy because the first comment actually says hii ni ubaya kulea mtoto kimbembeleza kama mayai. Because literally I don't know it. My dad to be specific. The last time nilienda home, that was 2024 October. Nilipata brangu mwenye ako class 5-4 already knows how to help my dad kufungua job. Niko like, hold on. Like mimi nikiingizwa kwa hii biz, I was in high school. My sister too ameingizwa after high school actually because mimi kwa high school high school ndo nilikuwa namaliza.
So like hapo budako chenye amecheza, he's created a businessman kutoka utotoni. He's used the Indian formula.
Yeah, tulikuwa class 5, sijoko class 5 or 4, then no class 7, like ndio wamefuatana. So niko like god, them out wanajua kufungua biz by this age. Sister yangu bado haja lunch shit, ndio anaingizwa kwa biz na bado hajarada, but hawashashikanisha. So looking at it now niko like I understand what's happening there. Literally, because you won't be here to raise them as a man, literally. You won't be here to teach them, hey, lazima ujitafutie kama mwanaume by the way. Hakuna mwanaume atakutafutia, and so many lessons that come with it. Because
as a man,
those are the consequences, especially exactly kula mtoto kama unambembeleza, you give them just everything they want. These will be the results. They'll keep on coming back because wanajua you're there and you'll always provide. Well, it should actually be the vice versa, you know?
Actually, no, it shouldn't be
it
the
shouldn't
vice
be the vice versa like that, but you should want to at least like make your parents proud or make yourself proud.
Yeah, but not to give them money.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that.
But you see, in this case, when you have what we're discussing literally is autonomy. What he's done over that period when they are that young, they are malleable. So, and once they understand the value of providing for self, they'll basically like start winning at life immediately, because you need to teach the concept of earning money or rewards or favors to your kids as early as possible, and that is best done with chores, right? Like, let's assume mtoto anataka kwenda swimming, right? You tell them, if you do this, ama hata nitakupeleka swim, ama nitakupatia pesa. You want credit, do this for me, I will. Yeah. Like it's you earned it. It's not value, a favor.
It's value for money.
Yeah, it's not, you're not doing me a favor. We are transacting. So, and when you teach kids from that point of view, or you teach kids how to go ahead and want to earn it, not nipe. Okay, like utapata anakuja hadi niye sasa anakuproposia like cheki niaje. So I wanted this, and this is what I'm offering to do, so that you give me this. That is negotiations. You see, so that is a person whose outlook on life, every moment in their life, they're always looking to earn something, to be something, to want to be more, to show what they can do. Lakini ukishinda ukipatia tu mtoto pesa, like nataka shika, you're creating this.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like, let's teach the kids like how to like earn for themselves from an early age. That's why you see countries kama Maju, like US, kids in high school have jobs.
Yeah.
You get, it's teaching you a concept of how the world works from a very early age, so you value certain things. You get, and your mana unapata, they create wealth at a very young age. Like, look at Aisho Speed, right? That he's 20, and I bet his net worth will drive some Kenyan crazy if they had that type of money. But anavaa tu t-shirt ya FKF and shorts zingine za like $2. Viatu ni zenye atapewa pahali yako. Sawa, actually hata nguo zenye amevaa ataenda apatiwe zingine bure.
True. But we have this type of a man, and then I'm going to share a very touchy video I was listening to over the weekend of a mom who was explaining how his son, for 30 years plus, how he killed himself. Like how literally this guy sunk into depression, and every day, because there's also, cause you have to look at this, that's what I'm saying, like 40-year-old man being at home, like lazima watu waelewe the two sides of the coin. Like this person literally just a lazy person who doesn't want to do anything, na anataka tu kusaidiwa na wazazi or the people around him, and doesn't want to help himself.
Exactly.
Or is it someone who lost like literally everything they had, and now they have to start from scratch, and they still also have that frustration. But this is not the way to actually like react towards it, because if you listen to now history of mama, when you saw kijana yake lose job, and the words he kept saying is, I'm okay, kila kitu itakuwa poa. And we've talked about this a couple of times, where men have been raised also to not like talk about their problems or act like a man, you know, be tough, you know, like tough enough for you being weak for. But sometimes, hey, life inaweza kukutwanga, my friend. Life inaweza kukutwanga. I always feel like people are always super judgmental in so many cases, especially of, because I feel like before you judge someone financially, especially if they had their shit together or trying to have their shit together, you'd laugh because you've never been in that position. Like, that's why it's so easy for you to like make a mock out of someone thinking they're not even trying. But if you shape up your position, like where you've lost everything, because I think we've talked about loans. My dad, me too, nimekuja kwa budangu akiwa na malone. Like, I saw everything being sold, like everything that was worthy of like, hey, hii ni nyumba ya mtu, like everything being sold. We sat for plastic chairs for almost 4 years literally. Na tuko na like you have a dining table, but chairs ni za plastic, na hizo chairs ndo za wageni bado wakikuja. So it was really crazy. But listen to this, mom.
Zito, niliwaambia mtoto wangu
wangapi wamekutana na hii video ya huyu mama?
Watoto wetu wanapitia mambo mazito. Niliwaambia mtoto wangu alikufa kwa ajili ya suicide. Mtoto wangu alikuwa ameandikwa family bank. na akasumbuliwa na akaniambia anaacha kazi. Nikambembeleza, hata mimi niko na imani kama ya Wakisii. Nikaanza kumwambia enda kazi, akaniambia mami, I cannot do that. Na mtoto wangu akaacha kazi. Alipoacha kazi ni 2019 na amepata katoto kadogo. Na sasa 2020 ikaingia. Hiyo inaitwa nini? COVID-19. Mtoto wangu lockdown, hawawezi kuja nyumbani, wako Nairobi. Sasa kazi ni tunatuma chakula ile tunapata. Akaanza, alikuwa kijana mwenye bidii. Mnajua Wakikuyu na Wakisii tuna bidii, especially wanaume. Hakutaka kuonyesha kuanguka, yeye hakutaka kujihurumia. Akaanza kuuza vitunguu Githurai from a banker to mtu wa vitunguu. Vitunguu ni nani atanunua, na mikahawa imefungwa inaingia watu watano. Biashara ikawa ikienda kushika, kakaanguka polepole, ikaisha, ikafirisika. Mtoto wangu anaendelea kuzama into depression. Lakini mtoto wangu akaingia into depression kwa sababu alipopata kazi hakuna msabato anamuelewa. Akaacha kazi na akazimia 2020, 2021. Alikuja kupata kazi 2022 January. Tayari kijana ni mgonjwa. Lakini tunaongea na mimi, mambo itakuwa sawa. Mambo itakuwa sawa. Mambo itakuwa sawa. Na mimi nasema ninakuanga na kijana mmoja wa ajabu sana. Kijana wangu anakuanga strong sana. Huyu dani wangu ni wa maajabu sana. Hapendi kujilegeza. Kumbe mtoto anakufia ndani. Amekaa kwa hiyo kazi for 5 months. Anangoja, alikuwa anafanya kwa real estate. Anangoja alipwe pesa nyingi, nirudi kuletewa hizo pesa, nikalia, nikaziona kama takataka. Mtoto wangu akaamka siku moja Monday, nikampigia, tukapiga story, akaniambia unaona venye Mungu anatupenda mami, sasa hata nitaenda nataka kupigwa transfer niende Malindi. Na mimi namwambia usiende Malindi, huko ni mbali sana, nitakumiss. Lakini akaniambia tutaona, lakini mambo itakuwa sawa. In fact una pesa nyingi sana na ngoja itoke. Hiyo pesa ikitokea nitakuja tuone vile tutatengeneza nyumbani. Mimi namwambia hapana, wacha na mambo ya nyumbani, jipange na familia. Anambia hapana, nitagawa zitatosha. He loved me so much. In fact hata nilipoenda nikakutana na wanaofanya kazi nao, walikuwa wananiambia hakuna dakika ingepita bila Dan kutaja mama yake. Lakini mtoto wangu kumbe tayari anipa hizo stories zote, kumbe bado he is sinking into depression. Na jioni hiyo nikampigia simu, sikumpata tena. Asubuhi yake simuoni. Naangalia WhatsApp, mwanangu hayupo. Nikapiga ofisi, mimi sikuwa nimeenda huko. Bibi yake amekimbia kwa nyumbani kwa sababu ni wa Nairobi, hiyo ameitwa na mama yake washughulikie kitu. Kumbe alikuwa anategea siku bibi ataondoka. Nikaingia gari, sikukumbuka hata kuita bibi. Nikaingia gari kutoka Karatina kwenda Nairobi, ni masama. Nikafika Nairobi, nikatoka, nikapanda gari nyingine, nikaenda East South B. Mimi ninaenda, to cut that long story short, sitaki kuongea sana kwa mtandao. Nikakuta mtoto wangu ng'ang'ana akiwa kwa bafu, kapigana na shawa za kazishika, aliposhikwa na uchungu mwingi ameanguka hapo. Naangalia juu hivi and he is dead. Kuangalia upande palikuwa na sink, kawaida ya bafu sink. Nikapata chupa ya dawa, collapse. I didn't understand where I was when my son was dying. I didn't understand where God was when my son was dying. I didn't understand where the guardian angels ambao tunaambiwa wanakuanga, where they were when my son was dying. At that 1-year-old boy, akaacha katoto ka miaka 2.5, and he's dead. Kama una mtoto wako, shughulikia mtoto wako. Mambo mengi sana yanachangia depression tu. Wacheni kucheza na watoto. Watoto wawe priority number 1. Na unajua hata kwa imroje yako wewe na wale wote tumezika, wakati nakuja kusomwa, hata kama alikuwa nani, hata president wale tumezika Kenya hii. Sijaiona mtu aliambiwa aliacha milioni 10 kwa banki, sijui aliacha mashamba 100. Hapa chini kunaandikwa ameacha nini? Watoto na mke, ama watoto na mume. Hata mbinguni, ndugu na dada yangu, utaulizwa tu watoto.
Bro.
Yeah, so literally a very touchy. This one literally touched my heart. The fact that that's a mother telling the story. You can imagine the courage she had to take to give the story, number 1, and how that situation, like as a parent, led her to question how many youths like my child are depressed. Because depression is something that people don't talk about. Literally, it's something that people everyone is just assuming everyone is okay. Like even me today, I could come here to the office and everyone. I remember personally when I was depressed, no one knew I was depressed. Like for real. When I was depressed, no one knew I was depressed until I tried to take my own life, literally. And that's when people like the people around me, ndo wakajua, not even my own folks, because my stepmom, nakumbuka she told me, ungededi hakuna kitu tunge, aingetustua, nona. And that really touched me, like literally also hit me hard, Nico, like god damn. Like these people don't give a shit about me the way I thought they really give a shit about me. And I was not actually doing it also to like, cause unajua kuna tu ufanya vitu kama hizo kupata attention from the parents. I've seen those kind of people, like attention seekers from the parents. They think if I do something harmful to myself, that's the only way I can be given attention. But no, for me, I really needed I needed attention for emotional support, because that was the time I'd lost my mom. So like no one is there, no one is understanding. You're trying to talk to people, no one is listening. Is they always complaining? Is they always nah? You could be sitting with someone and they're not really going through something nice. So be kind to people when you can. Be nice to people when you can. But in this kind of situation, if you look at the both situation literally, is why you say look at the two sides of a coin, because you're talking about a 40-year-old man who we don't know if he lost his job too, and that's the reason why he ended up literally burning his parents' house because of not getting 100 bob Kenyan shillings. But there's also a 31-year-old man of someone who lost literally his job from being a banker to being an onion seller. And you can see literally you have a child, literally the depression that comes with, and the child is so needy. The children are so needy. Anything can happen anytime, and you don't have the right amount.
There's nothing as bad as being a man and having kids and you cannot provide for them, and they're just looking at you and hakuna kitu unaweza msaidia nayo. That kills a lot of parents inside.
And I feel like mostly, because I see also in the comment section, someone says for firstborn children go through a lot. Like, because especially if you're considered to be the breadwinner of your family, siblings, and maybe your father figure is not there and you're only being raised by a mom, like that takes a lot on a firstborn. Like you have to provide. Like for me, like it takes a lot from me to just provide for my brother. I'm not even gonna cap. Like to your school fees, I deny myself a lot for me to be able to ensure that he's comfortable and he's not being kicked out of school. So I feel like it goes back to firstborn. Firstborn should be literally be, hey, like respect to all the firstborns, manze, especially in Africa, to be specific, Africa. But yeah, that is a conversation. You guys have anything to add on that? Maybe
I think we
about depression, about because literally this is two sides of the coin. It's someone who's maybe idle, someone who lost everything and they had to end up in that situation.
Yeah, depression exists. People go through shit. However much people say no, it's for CG's mentality.
Yes.
It's rich people. People find issues.
about cancer.
Na pia
ya mabombe.
Ati ulevi ni unaendaria hizo ni za walevi. Za
tueni quita.
Unajua za watu wako na do. But look at it from it exists. Like people are deep. And that's what I was saying when that is what I was saying for the first guy. Unajua, I started by this is a frustrated person. Unajua, we never know what he was going through burning that place. He might have been poor, but there's also the other side. He might have been frustrated with life. You don't know what might happen to people. You might be looking at people, and it's always like the people who are very happy. I feel like people try to hide their depression. They're happy, they're loud, wanalewa sana, they're doing some stuff just to get away from you realizing that they're depressed. They seek something else. But if you know that person well, if you know your person well, rafiki yako, your mother, your sister, you'll know there is something off with this person. And that's why it takes only people who know you, literally, kujua, like,
that's true.
Because like, I'll come here, nikuje na pombe, nifanye vitu nataka, nitoe form, nifanye hiyo, nadhani nani kumbe umse anajaribu kuambia I'm really, and if you know, you'll be like that's off. Unajua, they'll start be doing stuff that are weird to you who knows them. So also, like, when stuff like that happen, be keen on your people. Be keen. Check people out. Like, history ya kuassume it just because somebody is posting on their socials, they're okay. Take time to call people, find out how they are, text message, just a comfort message, just telling somebody you see them. I've ever tried this before. I think it was last year. We were talking about it on the Vibe show, and they were talking about men and how men face life and how the society napia men a lot of pressure in them. So I was like, okay, let me do this stuff. Let me study this. So I took a text and I just told like all men in my contact, I see you, you're doing amazing, keep going. And the reaction, and it's not like I talk to them, some are not my friends, some are even like acquaintances and stuff, I have their numbers. Oh my god, the reaction, this is gonna push me through the whole year. I've not received such message in a very long time. And like they're saying stuff, you're like, it is really true. Nobody actually concentrates more on the boy child. Unaelewa? I was even saying it in the morning for us women, because there's a guy who has been burnt. I don't know if you guys saw it. Bibi yake alimchoma na maji.
Kwani?
They haven't said why, but he's burnt, like literally.
He's alive?
Yeah, he's alive. Amepelekwa hospitali. The government imetoa statements, do what and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And I was talking about how women get away with a lot of stuff in the society.
Exactly.
And on the comments,
the women.
On the comments, men were saying if it were women, they will be having purples, do what on the. And I was thinking about it. It's not. Yeah, it's not. First and foremost, it's not about gender fight. It is wrong first. Let's take it. It is first wrong. It's nothing to do with gender. Because if I say, Joby, you're hurt, and I come to my status as a woman and I'm loud enough to put a purple, whatever, sign on my status, it's not supposed to be a problem to a man. So it has nothing to do with male or women. It is bad whether it is in a man, whether it is in a woman. But I was thinking about how women run and how women escape through a lot of stuff when it comes to, you know, the society and what men go through. And men are not even talking about it, because I was on TikTok and today my TikTok was late. I had like almost 15 people continuously. Na kwa comments nilikuwa najaribu kuwapoke. Niwaambie, because when I was doing music, wanaandika ma comments nini they're vibing. So when it came to conversation, they're calm. So I'm like, I want to hear what are your perspectives. I even gave an example, like, you see, even on my comments on TikTok, none is giving a point about the conversation I'm having. And then they started saying just weird stuff as a jokes. It is shida watu wamelala, unajua watu wamelala kwa kitanda huwezi ingililia. But that is very sad. That is the best I had. That is very sad. Nobody would actually come in. But if it was a woman, ungeona ma convo back and back, people are joining live and people are talking about it. So it's good to actually,
you know what,
have to talk. Like, it's okay, I understand, and that's what I was saying. Women, we are loud. Naweza kuwa na shida kamlesh leo. No,
there's no reward for advocating for men.
But there is also no
like,
reward for advocating for me advocating for myself.
No, sijakata, like, and I mean, see at monetary, like, you will not increase your social standing whatsoever or reputation when you advocate for men, because mwanaume atajisort. That's the mentality in society.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. But when you are advocating for women, utaskia, who has ever had, what's the opposite of a feminist?
Ikona jina.
Chauvinist.
Yeah, is it a chauvinist?
No, a chauvinist is not the opposite.
But get it. It has a
different. Yeah, but you hear men say when they're asked to describe themselves that I'm a feminist, and you're like, what do you mean though? I'm not saying like it's wrong, but it's like supporting women's causes has a brand, has reward, has.
But it's because we are loud about
Yeah. Sijakata, I am not.
It's
whatever.
not about male fight.
I feel like it goes back to, again, the same thing I've just said. Men being raised to be strong. Don't talk about your situation. How dare you as a man show weakness, you know? Yeah. How dare you? Because especially there's that. How dare you as a man show weakness? You're supposed to be standing firm, fight for this, fight for it. You know, you got it. What about me being human, you know, apart from me being a man? Like, can you apply that? You know, I'm not just a man, but I'm also human. The same way, apart you from being a woman, you're human. Literally. Where does humanity now get to to have boundaries. Let's talk about that literally. Where does humanity now get to have boundaries without actually putting the genders? Literally, because all genders are humans.
Let's talk about people.
Yeah, like, can you talk about people being people, literally, and just looking at people as people, and stop questioning people like based on their gender? Oh, you're a man, you're supposed to push yourself harder. I can fail too as a man, I can fail too as a woman.
Exactly.
You know, this is life. And again, it's the same thing. Like I was saying today on my show, like, no one is perfect, so you have to, in this life, the first thing when I question religion is on our ile unaambiwanga okoka kila time, okoka. Emi puberty yangu ilikuwa mbaya, like my puberty ilikuwa tu like inaniwasha. I want to do like just some crazy stuff and just be around boys. So why are you telling me I can't be around boys? It's wrong. I want to be around those boys. Let me be around those boys. Nijua what's wrong with being around boys. No, don't you cock exactly. Let me find my path after I've found my mistake. Literally, I've done my mistake and I've learned from it. But hii kwambia sijui kuwa straightforward every time. Nah, that's not how life literally applies. It's super crazy. But literally talking about still children, we have Ambariwa saying something which is quite a discussion, and then we're gonna wind up with one of the videos that was trending actually of my family made it to the TV. Congratulations. But I have something to question. I have like some questions. I have some questions on what is happening on there. Literally, not RIP to my cousin, but how did the names change? But we have Ambare talking about how, and this, which is a question, woman to woman. Do you feel, for you, Ashmani, would you give back? Let's say today you found someone you're interested in, you settle. In a few years, you guys have a child, but he's not put a ring on your finger. Are you okay with that?
An ultimatum.
Yeah.
Give an ultimatum, right?
Yeah.
No, I definitely wouldn't give an ultimatum to a man. Literally, I definitely see it as when you get to a relationship, it's like a commitment. Because, like, for me, how I view it, like ring or no ring, pictures, signs, because like. Some people opt not to, because like, if you're, what is gonna make a difference, Joby, to sign document, not to just sign if you're still together. That's how I see it. Like, what is really gonna make a big difference? Now, the difference might only come if the person is dead and you have kids.
Okay.
That's why I'm not giving back without a ring. That is just me personally, and it's okay for somebody to feel some type of way about my thought about it. Okay, we will, like, and the last I'm saying that is, if something happens, I've seen family members coming for you guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've built with this man. Build na yeye an empire and stuff. He didn't marry you officially, put a ring on you and stuff. They will come and if they are evil enough, they will take everything. And I feel like that's how people decide if they're doing a family, then it's rather be like really official. Okay. But literally, I don't feel like if I am still, Kamuja feel okay to want to marry me, I'm not supposed to push it. Okay. I'm not supposed to give a man, because now ni kama wewe ndio umejiproposia, ni kama wewe ndio umejilipia man. And women, funny thing, some of them pay their dowry, man. It's crazy. They give the man the money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just in the name of I want a family and stuff.
What if you go in love? Mnatoka kuoana, but in that moment, like, she has more money than you, so, and she understands her family.
No, I'm not.
So unastroke unasema like, yo, since we are going to do this and we've already planned, naweza kupatia hii pesa, we get this over with, ndio nipate security hata mimi. You get? Because at the end of the day, ask yourself this: what's more important to you? You get, like, what's more important to you?
Your
like
thoughts, or are you trying to build your life?
Yeah, and it's always good when you have like the approval, and it's also good to protect how your family sees your man.
Sure.
Okay, it is so important to do that. Like, and it is also important for the man to protect how his family sees his wife.
Sure.
That's why you shouldn't ever go discussing your wife's shortcomings with your family members. Never. Actually.
And even your husband, don't tell him about your family.
No, you can. You see, that's
like personal stuff. Like really deep.
It's about you two versus everybody. Okay, that's just it. Like you two versus everybody. If that's not it, you are losing. Cause yeah, I will tell you about my family stuff. You know why? Cause I'd rather you know so that you can defend me when they start. Yeah, it is now us even versus our families. Sir, cause like we are now building our family.
Exactly.
So like you need a partner to stand on that mountain with you and whoop everybody that tries to come after you too. You get and just cause ati ulipatia bwana yako like 200,000 akaenda kupatia baba yako, sawa, and baba yako probably alikuwa anajua kijana ana ama $1 million or 10 million, sawa. It is you protecting the image of your man the same way he'd protect your image when it comes to it, right? So like mahari is in my opinion a remnant of a bygone era.
Personally, nasemanga have nothing to do.
You'd rather your daughter marries a good man than a man that can pay her dowry.
Personally I have nasemanga the person who is gonna marry me, and which is a decision I think I made very kitambo, even I think still in my teens, especially after I lost my mom and after I saw the experiences my mom had with their marriages. Like personally, staki mambo ya dowry. Hata kupeleka sijui, this is my husband, fuck that. This is my life. What about that? This is my life. This is how I choose to live it. And respectfully, also it has to, I feel like the man has to understand. This is why I go back to telling you my personal stuff, my personal story, my past events, the past events I have with my family. And if you're not comfortable with that peer, whether it can't always work for me. Like Cheki, I'm not cool with my parents. I'm not cool with them, and you're not gonna see them. Are you okay with that? I can go see you but you're not gonna see my folks. Assume they're not there, they're dead. Like Ibo too, I always say, assume awako. I don't give a fuck if mmoja amebaki. Like awako, it's me against me. The only person you see is me. So hiyo do tuweke kwa kitu ingine, instead of you taking this money sijui where, put up a business. Let's do something. Nika pikipiki hata kwa barabara, weka matatu. Buy ng'ombe ziendelee kuzaa, maybe buy kashamba.
You know, like kitu one of the most underrated forms of investment ni hizo vitu watu ongelea mang'ombe na mambuzi.
Exactly.
Because like it's like having a savings account that just provides for itself.
Provides wealth.
Yeah, and all you have to do is literally just look after it. Like just make sure ikikuwa mgonjwa treat. Because for instance, goats give birth twice a year. Right? Some are perpetual, wanazanga tu mapacha.
Yeah, so mostly.
So like if you have za mapacha in a year and you have 2 goats. So when the year ends, how many goats do you have? Kila moja iko na ine. So now you have 10 goats from 2. Okay? If it's ya moja, you will have like 5 or 6. Okay, like and then year on year they compound. So by next year or
double.
Sasa hizi sita probably uko na male fulani na female. Sasa females uko na ine. Zichukue jins za mama yake ni za mapacha pia. Like within like 5 years, within like 5 years you have like a flock of mia na. And it's the same thing hadi na mang'ombe. Although mang'ombe most kuzaa mapacha ni ngumu, but itakuzalia every year.
That's true.
So every year itakuzalia na bado unakujenga maziwa. You get? So like imagine if you're in your 20s and you start buying ng'ombe na mbuzi. You have a plan ya kubuy ng'ombe 5 na mbuzi 10, and you do so, and sasa unalipianga tu vet na machakula na nini. What kind of wealth will you have in 15 years?
A lot, bro.
Exactly. That's why in African traditional society, kupatiana mahari was no big deal. Okay, because they reproduce by themselves.
Sasa sai unapatia mtu anaishi Nairobi ng'ombe yake wapi? Kwa landlord.
And then it was a sign. It was a sign of blessing each other, so that the extended family now can never lack. We are all wealthy. You get? Like I can't marry Joby from her family na leta hizo ng'ombe 100 na mbuzi 200. Why? Nataka tukiendanga huko kwa mashemeji pia kuna kaa venye anakaanga huku. Si atio tukienda huko hakuna like and that's how, by the way, poverty was rarely seen in African communities. It was like what you see now is so different from what white people walipata huku, and that's why they were so perplexed about our society, because it was very socialist. So it was not capitalistic. It was socialism at its best, where one for all for one. Okay, and that's why ulikuwa, and also in the same concept, ndio maana watu wenye wamekuwa cast out ilikuwa so hard for you to come back in. That's why people used to take such care of the community. Ndio usi.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Just to add up on that, on what you all have said, like I feel like marriage, relationship, everybody has their own system. What you are like, what you'd want is not what somebody else would want. Like everybody decides. Every family is different. Unajua venye uko na mtu wako si venye niko na mtu wangu, na si venye Kamlesh ako na mtu wake. Unaelewa? Kila mtu anafanya Kenya anataka. Nobody should ever dictate. And whatever works for you works for you. And personally, for me, I'm still like in the mindset, and I feel like this is just how I want it and how it's gonna work for me. I'm gonna be with somebody till when they're ready to put a ring. I'm not gonna give ultimatum to a ring. I'm not gonna pressure you to marry me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
I agree on that part. I agree on that part as a woman too.
Yeah, and when ikifika
No
point unataka
pushing.
kuoa like traditionally, you want to take that route, you be ready as a man. As a like ukichukua hiyo point eti now it's me and you, I'm marrying you traditionally, I'm marrying you this, I'm not part of it. Like ukiamua ni tunaenda kwa ng'ombe, tunaenda kwenu, na hiyo ndio kenye umeamua unataka kufanya, ukue ready. Because like personally, I would honestly I'll wait. If that is the route you, I'll wait. Upate kama wanaume. I'm not gonna, unajua kuna watu wanakupea pressure. Nio. Na baada tu uko ready. That's unapata mtu ako ready kufanya kujilipia mahari. Si hata mwanaume mwanaume alipewa pressure kuchukua loan kujilipia mahari, because me, I'm not going to pay for my bride price. And I'm not gonna force a man and push a man to go to my mom's or my family and marry me off in a traditional way. Na hata tujajijenga. Unaelewa? Kama unataka kuniambia tulia tujijenge, niko na hii pesa, una get? Uko like najua nafani kuwe tunaishi pamoja, tuna create your wealth to invest. Now, and I've seen a lot of people make it work like that. A man invest in his family, anaishi na dem, they create a family, anapata pesa vizuri, and now when he's ready, he'll go to see your folks. Stop pressuring people to marry you. It's not the end goal. There's no difference. Because Kamlesh ukichukua hiyo 1 million, upeleke kwetu, turudio mkuna difference. We are just 1 million less.
Yeah.
Literally, na hakuna kenye tungefanya lot na hiyo 1 million. Inafaa ikuwa una pinch ya kutoa ya million. Unaelewa? Like hata nikipea like even if I go to marry you, like I'm not going to feel like niko na debt.
Yo, nimelipia ude mita.
Unajua niko na debt, because like unafaa wewe kama mwanaume hiyo ndio tulichukua.
This is what she had to say.
Kisha kama akijoana officially, mimi natoa pete. Really? You know why? It's been 2 years. Mimi natembea na pete ya hana pete aje. Unajua makosa nilitendeka nikaanza Afrikana kama sijaolewa. Basi sasa hizi kuzaa tena padboy bila kuolewa. Haiwezi.
Personally, I feel like angetaka hivyo, because unaona ni mtu ana crave kuolewa. And you can look from that perspective, crave kuolewa mtoto. And that's why I'm saying
They get to this age for gender where especially like if uko na mtu like akili tu iko like make it official like I've seen it in my cousins, in like just friends, like they get to like this age for your gender where kila kitu leads back to kuolewa.
But unaona hiyo pressure ni ukiangalia ndo honestly I feel like ameongezi first watoto wawili. Unaelewa? Like niongeze watatu na bado jaeka ring on my finger. First ametumia watoto kama
reason.
Kama reason. And it inakufa a point of, because right now I feel like there is better stuff and marriage is not the only option.
True.
Unaelewa? It's not the only option. If you want to choose it, good for you. For those who don't want to choose it, okay. And ikifika point when you unaweka watoto on the line, ni like seriously, like how the society is viewing me. I have kids. I've not been married. Let's be honest. I have kids out of wedlock with 2 different men, and I can't have the third because now this is a third kid. What if something happens? Sasa kuna hiyo pressure ya nioe, sitaki kubaki bila mtoto kwa streets ama na mtoto kwa streets peke yao. Exactly, that's what it's giving. So take care, choose your life the way you want at a younger age, whatever. If you're going to settle for that man, settle for the right reasons and settle like meamua mna settle.
Kabisa. But as we literally wind up with today's conversation, shout out to Mr. Blackopa in the building. I see was commenting on what you were saying about Aisha Speed Wealth, but the last video of the day is worth 25 million.
Yeah, $25 million. Give that to a 20 no, actually give that to any dude over here in this country.
Years.
Yeah, we are 40 years. Nakwambia we find him dead tomorrow somewhere. You know.
It's crazy. But on the last video of today I'm gonna share is again my family made it to the news, and literally singejua kama sipo na Calligraph Jones amepost video. Funny thing, I didn't know this was on the news already until I saw the post on Calligraph Jones stories on Instagram. And one of my cousins last week was killed by one of the club owners in Umoja residence, and the real story nimesikia ni alienda kukatia dema wenyewe mwenye wa liquor store ama ni wa mwenye club, na yeye hakuwa anajua that Chile is not supposed to be actually communicated to or anything. So he was beaten, his legs broken, and he had internal bleeding that led to his death. And now my aunties and dad are seeking justice. So the funny thing about this video is my aunt changed her name, so which is also like make me question mbona alidanganya jina. Like now when you're Citizen ama news whatever zinatanga jina, amedanganya jina mama. Like why are you lying?
Kuna jina yake yote hapo ni yake ukweli ama zote ni za uongo?
Zote.
Ni kwamba familia
una question ukora, but pia tuna question kifo.
Moja mtaani hiyo moja hapa jijini Nairobi inataka maafisa upelelezi kumkamata mshukiwa anayesemekana kwa.
One thing I learned about this video too is choices you make in life are very important. Nakumbuka vile nikuonyesha ile picha jana. Choices you make in life are very important. Life can either lift you up, you can lift yourself, unaweza kukutonga na uparara hata shangange kama ni wewe.
Kuvamia mwana wao eneo la burudani, kumchapa na kisha kumjeruhi vibaya.
Na familia ya Alfi Migasha inadai mvulana huyo alifariki akipokea matibabu hospitalini, ila polisi hawajamkamata mshukiwa.
Na Franklin Wala na taarifa hiyo kwa kina.
Kanda hii ya CCTV iliyorekodiwa Disemba 22 ilimnasa Alfi Migasha akiwa ameketi kwenye kiti eneo moja la burudani huko Umoja 1 Nairobi. Ghafla mwanamume fulani anatokea na kumzungumzia Alfi. Muda si muda, mwanamume huyo anamvuta Alfi nywele, kumwangusha sakafuni na kumshambulia. Familia ya Alfi ilijulishwa na kukimbia eneo hilo kisha kumpeleka Alfi katika hospitali ya Mama Lucy kwa matibabu ya dharura.
Nikapata mtoto wangu anamwaga damu kwa macho, huko kwa uso ni mangumi, nguo zote alikuwa nazo ni matope na damu. Nikaanguka hapo kwa mtoto, na huyo yule bado anaendelea tu kumkanyaga, anaendelea tu kumpiga mateke. Mimi nikalalia mtoto.
Yeah, so she has this Luya accent because they grew up in West.
Familia ilimtambua mshukiwa aliyemshambulia Alfie kama Nicholas Njue Ireri na mmiliki wa eneo hilo la burudani ambaye pia ni mwanajeshi. Katika hali ya kumshughulikia mgonjwa wao, maskini Alfie aliaga dunia.
So ile tulifika Mama Lucy, daktari akasema wacha tulete kitanda. Vile walimchukua akampush kwa kitanda, wakaniingiza kwa room na yeye, wakaniambia mama, it is too late, your son has gone.
Juhudi za familia za kutafuta usaidizi hazijafua dafu licha ya kupiga ripoti kituoni. Aidha,
yeah, so literally shout out to my dad, some of my 2 aunties I see there, and the people who are literally looking forward to see if justice is gonna be given. But justice, again, remember, is a matter of power. Literally, it's a matter of power. So sijui budangu alitoapi watu wa Citizen. I'm so sure this is him, and I'm so sure I know the connection in that family. He made it happen, but I hope they get whatever they're seeking. Personally, I'm here giving you your support as an extended family member from afar. But much love. Have yourselves a beautiful afternoon, morning, whatever the time is on your end. It's exactly 35 minutes past the top of the hour right in the 254, and this has been the Reaction Time Tuesday. Catch us on Thursday, same time, same place. Hope you guys have learned something and have enjoyed the conversation as well. Peace, and we're out. You guys, closing remarks?
Yeah, that was sad. Literally. Really sad. There's nothing like sad.
As we go back to firstborns, because all of breadwinners, so najua anakafeel mbaya.
Like, there's nothing sad like kakuzika mtoto wako, and nobody should ever do that just because of a woman. Like if you want to really that woman, so mfiche. Si umweke kwa nyumba like asiaitoke, because like women tutatoka nje na
tutakatiwa.
Mwezi wa mseji mtu wako amekatiwa. Like that's an insecure man. And you're supposed to go to jail on that.
You're alijua atagongeo.
Hata kama like insecurity, literally. You're insecure back up point. You don't want to deal with an insecure man. It's bad. It's mentally not okay. Utakuwa kwa stress mingi, utakuwa na peace. So insecurity is one of the that is one of the biggest turn-off.
Red flag.
Red flag kubwa. Tu kwa insecure unaweza kuuliza sijui unavaa nini, natembea just unaongea na nani. Just stuff like vitu tu ndogo unaanza kuniuliza maswali, unaanza kuona signs of insecurity. Hata tu kwako ujiamini wewe, I'm gone literally, you know. Jiaminie na mtu wako, and you can't niliona mimplani kisema eti you're going for a bad bitch and you can't handle a bad bitch.
Please
let her be bad.
You like that actually. That's why you approached her.
Exactly. Let her be bad. Like literally nataka kukafu mtu tunamchange.
But much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Kamlesh, you have anything to say?
Oh man. I feel like we shouldn't be fighting over women at this day and age, and we should do better.
Niambie ziko kwambie pana buza kama haufiki